Okay, how to symbolize based on an attribute field. This is a bunch of census data for Cache County in Utah. The attribute table is open and you can see we've got a population field here. This is the raw count of people per census block. And then we've calculated a population density field, dividing population by area in acres. This is people per acre. To symbolize this, you can open the Symbology tab. I'm going to make sure I've got the census blocks selected. And you can see that we're treating all census blocks with a single symbol, right? That's what we want to change to, in our case, graduated colors, because we want the colors to change or increase intensity or darkness as the values of the population density increase. The default ARC is just going to populate, I think, the first kind of numeric field that has a continuous ranked data in it. This is the raw population. So I think the take-home message for any tool or property that you look at in ARC is to don't take any of the defaults for granted. Go in there and make sure that you're symbolizing the field that you want to symbolize. And in our case, it's the population density field, which changes the look drastically. So again, this is just the raw population counts. And the reason that we don't want to symbolize the raw populations is because there's probably a bias in that bigger might equal more people, and we want to normalize or account for that. So we want to get rid of the driver of the area of the census block interfering. We also don't want to, bias our display by showing really big census blocks and having those attract more attention. As well as burying really small census blocks that might be very dense or have very high populations, but just be very small. So by normalizing and dividing by area, we can kind of get rid of the effects of area. So go back into Symbology here and, oops, I've got the wrong one selected, that's why. Change that to the population density that we calculated, and you can see that it's quite different, and that downtown is much more dense, and we get a whole different pattern of density here. Okay, questions, let me know.